Good morning, students. Welcome to the class. This is the continuation of the chapter probability from class 10 mathematics. In the previous class, we were solving the problems related to rolling of two dice. So we all know a single die contains 6 outcomes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Therefore, two dice when rolled together, it will contain 6 to the power 2 outcomes, total outcome, that is 36 outcomes. And this is generally given by the formula 6 to the power 2, because a die has 6 outcomes and I am rolling 2 dice, that is why power 2, so 36. Now I have also told you what are the outcomes when two dice are rolled together. So let me tell you again. Since there are two die, on the first die I am taking the outcomes as 1 in all the 6 cases, and on the second die I am taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Means on the first die, on the top face of the first die, it can be 1 in all the 6 cases, and on the top face of the second die, it can be 1, or it can be 2, or it can be 3, it can be 4, it can be 5, or it can be 6. Similarly, the top face of the first die can have 2 in all the 6 cases, and the second die can have 1 on the top face, or 2, or 3, or 4, or 5, or 6. Or the first die can have 3 on the top face in all the 6 cases, and 1 on the top face of the second die, or 2, or 3, or 4, or 5, or 6. Similarly, 4 on the top face of the first die, and on the second die it can be anything, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5 on the top face of the first die in all the 6 cases, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6 on the top face of the second die. Similarly, 6 on the top face of the first die, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In the previous class, we have solved few problems related to all these 36 outcomes, like how many doublets are there, what is the probability of getting doublets. Doublets means both the die will have same number, that is 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6. So there are 6 cases. Similarly, we have also learned perfect square on both the die. So 1, 1 both are perfect square, 4, 1 both are perfect square, 1, 4 both are perfect square, 4, 4 both are perfect square. So there are 4 outcomes which are favorable to this event. Therefore, probability will be 4 upon 36. 36 is total outcomes. Okay. Now we have also learned one more problem, that 5 will come at least once. So see here, this is the row which contains at least one 5. There are 6 outcomes, and similarly there is a row which also contains 5 in all the 6 cases. So since it is already taken in this row, so I cannot take this one, the remaining 5 I have to take. So this side there are 6 cases, and this side there are 5 cases, total 11 cases. Therefore probability is 11 upon 36. Now some more problems are there, some different types of problem. I told you in the previous class, so many questions can be set from this probability. Like, what is the probability of getting prime number on both the die? Prime number, we all know In a die there are 3 prime numbers, 2, 3 and 5. So I want a case where we will have prime number on both the die. So how many cases are there? Now see, 1 is not a prime number, so this row I cannot take, leave it. 4 is also not a prime number. I want prime number on both the die, but here is 4 which is not prime, so this row is also cancelled, and so as this row. 6 is also not a prime number, so these 3 rows are already cancelled. So we have to look for the prime numbers on both die in this row, and the row which contain 5. Understood? Prime number on both the die. See this. 2 is prime number, 2, 2 both are prime. 2, 3 both are prime. 2 and 5 both are prime. So there are 3 cases which are favorable. Now here the next row, 3, 2 both are prime number, 3, 3 both are prime number, 3, 5 both are prime number. The others are not prime number, like 1, then 4, 6, they are not prime number, so they are excluded. Only 3 cases here. Similarly here 5, 2 both are prime number, 5, 3 both are prime number, and 5, 5 both are prime number. So all total there are 9 cases which are favorable to this event. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Therefore the probability of getting prime number on both the die is 9 upon 36, or we can say 1 upon 4. Understood? Now what is the probability of getting composite number on both the die? Composite number, the smallest composite number is 4. So these first 3 rows are excluded. We want composite number on both the die. So this first 3 row is excluded. The composite number starts from 1, 4. So 4, 1 is not the favorable outcome, 4, 2 is not the favorable outcome, 4, 3 is also not. Then 4, 4. See, this is the composite number. Both are composite, so this has to be taken. And 4, 6, these are also composite numbers on both the die. 2 cases here. This row is also excluded because 5 is not a composite number. Actually we are looking for composite number on both the die. Since 5 is not a composite number, so leave it, exclude. Now 6 is a composite number. So here 6, 4 both are composite, and 6, 6 both are composite. So therefore we are having 4 outcomes which are favorable to this event. Therefore probability of getting composite number on both the die is 4 upon 36, that is 1 upon 9. Hope now you understood what type of questions can come from this experiment. Okay. One more question, let me tell you. What is the probability of getting a sum 10 or more than 10 on both the die? Sum will be 10 or more than 10 on these 2 dice. Now see, let me come from that side. We want the dice having number on the top face such that their sum is either 10 or more than 10. Now let me take this one, 6, 6. What is the sum? 12. So we can take this. 6, 5. It is 11. We have to take this. 6, 4. 10. We can also take this because the question is 10 or more than 10. So we can take these 3 cases. Now this is 9, this is 8, this is 7. Leave them. Come back here in the next row. 5, 6 is 11 and 5, 5 is 10. These 2 cases are also favorable. They are either 10 or more than 10. And this is becoming 9, 8, 7, 6. So they are excluded. 4, 6, 10. And 4, 5 is 9. Now these are the maximum sum of these 2 die is 9. So this side is less than 9. So as this row and the first row. In these first three rows, the sum is maximum sum is 9. So we cannot take any one of the sum as our favorable outcome. Okay. So our favorable outcomes, how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 outcomes are there which is favorable, which are favorable to this event. Therefore, probability of getting sum 10 or more than 10 is 6 upon 36, that is 1 upon 6. Now the things are becoming more clear, I hope so. Understood? Therefore, so many questions can be set from this experiment, and you can also make questions of your own from this experiment. So many different types of question, because number system is known to you: perfect square, prime number, composite number, sum, anything. Okay. So this part is over. Now let me go to the next part of probability. The next type of question from probability is involved with the playing cards. You all know a playing card, a deck of playing card contains 52 cards. There are 52 playing cards. These 52 playing cards are divided into 4 different types of suits. The first suit is known as the spade. You all know it looks like this. It is black in color. The second suit is hearts. Hearts. And it looks like this. The second type is the hearts second suit. It is red in color and the shape is like this. The third suit is diamonds. The shape you can see this. And the fourth one is the clubs, whose picture looks like this. So these are the 4 suits. Now 52 is divided into 4 suits. So each suit has 13 cards. 52 divided by 4 is 13. Now see what type of cards are there. The first one is the ace card. It is known as A, and its name is ace. The second one is 2, then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then J, Q, K. The first one is known as the ace card, and the last 3, they are known as the face card. J is jack, Q is queen, and K is king. So the first one is known as ace card, and the last 3 they are known as face cards. Face cards, because you will see that the different types of face are printed on these cards. That is why they are known as face cards. So this is the total structure of a playing card. 52 cards are divided into 4 different suits: spade, hearts, diamonds, clubs, of which spade and clubs are black in color and hearts and diamonds are red in color. Each suit has 13 cards. The first one is known as A and the last 3 J, Q, K. A is known as Ace and J, that is Jack, Queen and King, they are known as face cards because the face is printed on this card, on these 3 cards. And the remaining group which are number printed on them, they are known as the number cards. Okay, same thing is there in each suit. Total 13 cards and all are divided equally. Now question will come from here. Different types of question will come. First of all, let us summarize the whole thing. What are the things present in a card? Okay, so this is the summary of playing card. Total cards 52, of which red is 26 in number and black 26. Both are equal. Ace cards, there are 4 ace cards, 2 red and 2 black. Face cards, total 12 face cards, 3 in each row, Jack, Queen and King, 3 in each row. There are 4 rows, so total 12 face cards, 6 red and 6 black. Number cards 36, 9 in each row from 2 to 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 9 cards in each row, there are 4 rows, so 9 4 is 36. 36 number cards, of which 18 are red and 18 are black. There are 4 king in each row, 1 king. So 4 kings, 2 red, 2 black. 4 queens, 2 red, 2 black, and 4 jacks, 2 red and 2 black. This is the total summary of playing card. Now what type of question will come from here? Find the probability of getting a face card. So how many total outcomes? Total outcome is 52. And we want face card, so total face card is 12. Therefore favorable outcomes equals to 12. Hence the probability PE is equals to 12 upon 52, that is 3 upon 13 by cancelling. Okay. Now what is the probability of getting a red ace card? So there are ace cards 4 in number, out of which 2 are red, so favorable outcomes is 2. Therefore probability of red ace 2 upon 52, that is 1 upon 26. Understood? Now what is the probability of getting the jack of hearts? So in the row of hearts we have seen there is only one jack, red color, so favorable outcome is 1. Therefore the probability will be 1 upon 52. The next question, what is the probability of getting a spade? How many spades are there? 13, because of the total 52 cards there are 4 suits: spade, hearts, diamonds and clubs, so 13 are spade. Therefore favorable outcome is 13. There are 13 spade, so favorable outcome is 13. Therefore probability of getting a spade is 13 upon 52, that is 1 upon 4. One more question, what is the probability of getting a red queen? There are 2 red queens, see here, 4 queens are there, out of which 2 are red and 2 black. So we want a red queen. Therefore, the probability of getting a red queen is 2 upon 52. That is 1 upon 26. Hope you have understood this part. Now, some little bit critical question also comes from this part. Let me tell you. What is the probability of getting a red or king? Now see, in a pack of playing cards, there are 26 red. So red equals to 26. And how many kings are there? There are 4 kings. But out of these 4 king, 2 red king is already counted here. So we cannot take 4. 4 kings, 2 are red and 2 are black. But while counting all the red colors, we have already counted the kings which are red in color. 2 kings are already included here. So remaining there are 2 more kings which are black in color. So total, this is favorable outcome is 28. This is our favorable outcomes. The question was asked either red or king. So red is 26 and 2 more king are there, total 28. Understood? This is also a matter of language. We have to understand that. Therefore, the probability of getting a red or king is 28 upon 52. By simplification, it will be 7 upon 13. Hope you have understood this question. This is a very important one. Okay. Some more different types of question can be set from here. Like this one. Maybe neither black nor face. Little bit critical because neither black nor red. We don't want black and we don't want face also. Now how many black cards are there? Again 26. There are 26 black cards and face cards are 12 in number. Here there are 12 face cards. But out of these 12 face cards, 6 are black and 6 are red. Black 6 are already counted here. So we are not going to take face card as 12. We will take only the red face cards. Means total black color cards are 26 in number, and though face are 12 in number, but 6 face is already counted here. 6 faces are counted here. Therefore, we can take only the red face card. Therefore, 32. The question is neither black nor face. So neither black nor face, then favorable outcomes. Favorable outcomes. We don't want black. We don't want face, means we don't want these 32 cards. Therefore, remaining cards are the favorable outcomes. That is 20. Therefore, probability of getting a card which is neither black nor face is 20 upon 52. So that is 5 upon 13. So many more different types of question will come from here. You have understood, I think so, that how to create question. You can create question of yourself also. Therefore, this is all for this chapter probability. In probability, we have learned problems related to number system, problems related to color items, then dice, then 3 coins, 2 coins and 1 coin, and then these playing cards. These are all for class 10. Some other different types of question are there. Consult any other book, the sample papers or any book from different writers. You will get some more questions from there. Understood? So the chapter is very easy. Try to practice more sums. It will be more easier. You can solve any question from this chapter. Therefore, that's all for today. Hope you have understood the whole concept of probability. In the next class, I shall start with a new chapter. Meet you in the next class. Till then, goodbye and have a nice day.